Today, we're looking at one of the most powerful astro-numerology trading days of the month, January 26th, 2026. This is a day packed with explosive innovation energy, institutional money flow, and sudden repricing potential in the stock market. If you trade, invest, or simply follow market direction, you're going to want to hear this one, because the sky today is signaling a major technology-driven move. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Financial Astrology Analysts, where we combine astrology, numerology, and market behavior to forecast probable stock market trends. If you enjoy content like this, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a market-moving forecast. Let's dive into what the planetary patterns and numerology are telling us about the stock market on January 26, 2026. Today's chart is dominated by a rare and extremely potent Aquarius stellium. We have the Sun, Mars, Pluto, Mercury, and Venus all in Aquarius, forming a 5-planet concentration in the sign of innovation, technology, networks, and disruption. This alone tells us that the stock market, especially technology and growth sectors, is in the spotlight. What makes this even more significant is that all 5 Aquarius planets are trine Uranus in Taurus, which is retrograde. Uranus is the natural ruler of Aquarius and is strongly associated with the stock market itself, sudden breakthroughs, and surprise price moves. A trine from Uranus to a packed Aquarius stellium indicates sudden innovation themes igniting strong buying interest, rapid algorithmic reaction, and institutional capital rotating quickly into emerging or high-growth sectors. When Venus, the planet of money, joins this alignment, financial markets tend to respond dramatically. Mars in Aquarius adds volatility and fast price action. Pluto in Aquarius represents powerful institutional forces and large capital moving beneath the surface. Mercury indicates news, announcements, and narrative momentum. The Sun brings visibility and focus. Together, this combination suggests a day where technology-driven headlines, data releases, or institutional positioning can trigger a swift repricing of market expectations. At the same time, this Aquarius stellium forms supportive sextiles to the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Pisces. Saturn provides structure and discipline, while Neptune adds vision and liquidity. Their supportive link to Uranus and the Aquarius planets suggests that while volatility is elevated, the move is not chaotic. Instead, this is controlled expansion energy. It implies large players stepping in with conviction rather than panic selling. This greatly reduces crash risk and instead supports a strong trending session. The Moon in Taurus squares the Aquarius stellium. Taurus is tied to money, value, and investor emotional security. This square indicates a tug-of-war between traditional value instincts and futuristic innovation momentum. Intraday, this often translates into early enthusiasm, followed by a brief pullback as traders take profits or question valuations, and then a final trend resolution later in the session. So, I would expect choppy midday action, but ultimately a higher closing tone once institutional buyers assert direction. Adding further texture, Chiron in Aries squares Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. This signals a temporary wound to overconfidence. Traders may hesitate to chase runaway prices too aggressively, preventing unsustainable euphoric spikes. This keeps the rally healthier and more measured, rather than parabolic. Now let's add the numerology. January 26th, 2026 is a 26-8 day. 8 is the number of money, power, control, and material manifestation. It is also the highest vibration of the 248 manifesting triad, which means tangible results and real-world movement. The universal date vibration is 1910-1, sitting within a 10-1 universal year and an 11-2 universal month. 1 represents new cycles, initiation, and leadership. 10 amplifies the 1. The 11-2 month adds cooperation and synchronized group action. This numerology perfectly matches the astrology. Institutional money initiating a new directional push together, not in conflict. In market terms, this is coordinated capital flow rather than scattered speculation. Putting the astrology and numerology together, January 26, 2026, shows a clear bullish bias with elevated volatility. I expect a strong opening move, a midday pullback as the Taurus moon square triggers profit-taking, and then renewed buying into the close. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is likely to trade in a positive intraday range of approximately plus 0.6% to plus 1.3%. The S&P 500 is expected to move in a plus 0.8% to plus 1.6% range. The NASDAQ, being technology-heavy and directly tied to Aquarius and Uranus themes, is expected to lead with a plus 1.2% to plus 2.4% intraday range. Technology, AI, semiconductors, and software infrastructure sectors are the primary beneficiaries of this configuration. Uranus trine Aquarius almost always sparks innovation leadership. Fintech and digital payment companies are also highlighted, since Venus, the planet of money, is tied directly into the Uranus network. Automation, robotics, and advanced industrial technology sectors should also see strength due to Mars activating Aquarius, mechanical and engineering themes. Traditional banking is likely to be steadier rather than leading, as fintech innovation outpaces legacy institutions. Defensive sectors such as utilities and slow-growth value stocks may underperform as capital rotates away from safety and toward opportunity. Traditional energy is not a focal point of today's planetary energy and would likely lag unless external news intervenes. Stocks most likely to attract strong institutional and algorithmic attention include NVIDIA, Microsoft, AMD, Broadcom, Tesla, ASML, TSMC, ServiceNow, Palantir, and crypto-linked proxies such as Coinbase. These companies align directly with the Aquarius-Uranus innovation pipeline and are natural recipients of risk-on momentum when these configurations appear. Turning to the metals market, Uranus in Taurus keeps commodities sensitive, but the heavy Aquarius concentration pulls capital toward equities rather than safety. Gold is likely to soften slightly, with an expected move of approximately negative 0.3% to negative 0.8%. Silver sits at the crossroads of monetary and industrial demand, so it is expected to trade relatively flat, roughly negative 0.2% to plus 0.3%. Copper, tied directly to industrial growth and electrification themes, is expected to rise about plus 0.4% to plus 1.0%. Platinum, which also benefits from industrial and technology applications, is expected to rise modestly in a plus 0.3% to plus 0.8% range. To summarize, January 26, 2026 is a high-energy, innovation-driven session. Expect technology leadership, institutional capital rotation, intraday volatility, and a higher closing tone. Gold should soften slightly, copper and platinum should strengthen, and the NASDAQ is positioned to lead the broader market advance. As always, this analysis is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video should be considered financial or investment advice. Always do your own research and consult a qualified professional before making trading decisions. If you enjoyed this forecast, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to Financial Astrology Analysts and share it with friends who love markets and astrology. Your support helps this channel grow and allows me to continue bringing you unique astronumerology market insights.